welcome back. In today's video, I'm actually going to talk about my InBody scan that I had today. It's been 8 weeks since I had my InBody scan. I've been kind of slacking on getting it with the holidays and stuff like that. I never got around to scheduling it. But we got it done today. So, good news. I have gained 1 pound. And I know most of you will be like, what? How is that good news? Well, it's good news because that 1 pound I gained was because I gained 1 pound of muscle in the past 8 weeks. So I changed my workout routine over the past, since the last body scan I had in October. So for the past 8 weeks, I started a new workout routine, and it has obviously shown that I am gaining muscle, so it's going in the right direction like I want it to. So that is good. There is an issue, but I think it might be because my water, my hydration level was off. So my body fat is up by 0.6 pounds, but my dehydration is down. Instead of being 0.377, it's 0.372. So I don't know if that is any correlation. I didn't get a chance to talk to the health promotions person, because I actually thought of it after I was already out of the office, and then I didn't have a chance to look at it today. I am doing schoolwork plus looking up research about histamine reactions. So I didn't get a chance to really research that, but I would assume that because on my scale at home, I noticed if I am more dehydrated, my body fat percentage will go up, but if I'm more hydrated, my body fat percentage goes down. So I think it's a correlation. I don't know. I will definitely be looking into it because it'd be interesting to see if there is a correlation. Other than that, everything's on the up and up. I am gaining muscle like I'm supposed to be. My legs have increased, which is really nice. So the last time, so since the last time, I have gained 0.13 pounds of muscle in my right leg and 0.28 pounds of muscle in my left leg. So that is going up. Before I was actually at a stall, there was no change, which wasn't good. So I was seeing increasing amounts of that as well. So that's really good. Everything's increasing like it's supposed to. My biceps are, my arm muscles are increasing. Everything's on the up and up. And my skeletal muscle mass increased. That's where that 1 pound came from. So I did gain over the past 8 weeks 1 pound of body fat, or body muscle, sorry. So I gained 1 pound of muscle, which is actually pretty big, a big deal. So everything's on the up and up. There's some little tweaks here and there, but I think it's just, machinery error. I have noticed, though, that I'm definitely going to stop eating dairy. I think that is part of my issue. That could be part of my issue with the body fat increasing, because when I first started this, I did quit dairy, and then I did my InBody scan, and I lost 7 pounds of fat. So I really think dairy affects my metabolism. So I'm going to quit dairy, and I am looking at possibly decreasing the amount of coffee I drink as well to see how it actually affects me, because it's like one last thing that I need to eliminate. I have eliminated stevia completely before when we first started this. We weren't taking Element or anything like that, and then I added it in, and it doesn't bother me except for the Zevia sodas. Whatever stevia they use in Zevia sodas, I cannot have. I don't know if it's just maybe too much at once. My body doesn't like it. So, I want to try eliminating coffee, but it's like one of my hard things to get rid of. And yes, it's still considered a plant. So I'm kind of dirty carnivore. So don't come at me. But yeah. So that's kind of where my weekly check-in for this week stands. I am on the up and up. When I got on the scale last night, I was like, of course you weigh more at night because of the food and everything you've eaten. But I was like, oh goodness, I've gained weight. And I was just hoping this morning after the InBody scan that it was muscle weight. And a majority of it is muscle weight, so I'm happy. I'm okay to gain weight. I already knew I was going to gain weight because, you know, muscle, fat weighs more than, wait, I always get confused. Muscle weighs more than fat, so I'm going to gain, the more muscle I gain, the bigger, like, the more I'm going to weigh. I did ask the health promotion person, and he says I could probably get to, like, 125 if I keep going in the direction I'm going. But that's just going to be basically mostly muscle, and I'm going to have very little, like, I'm going to have a lower fat percentage. So right now I'm in the ideal fat percentage of a female my age, so I'm not concerned about my fat level. I would obviously like that to decrease, and I think that's where getting rid of dairy completely is going to help me. I will completely get rid of dairy for sure after Christmas, because I really want to make that my, you know, no-bake cheesecake one last time. So I really, I'm not going to eat any dairy till then. I'm going to have my cheesecake, and then after that, I'm not going to have it, even though I will be having a challenge in February of having no dairy. So join me for that if you'd like, because I'll be still not having dairy. And we're going to go from there and see what happens. I'm going to try making sure I do this in 6 weeks, because that's what the health promotions person prefers, to see where I'm at, to make sure I'm going in the right direction. It is a little bit harder to see bigger progress when you do it every 6 weeks, but it is good to do it every 6 weeks, so that way you see progress. And if you don't see progress, you can correct things. That way you can see progress. Because if you wait too long and you don't get checked to see where your progress is, then you could have been, I guess it's not really a waste of time, because it's good that you're being active, but it could be basically a waste of time because you're not going in the right direction. So it's like a double-edged sword for that. But I mean, from just the graph of how things are going, I did take a little bit of a dive last scan, which is kind of interesting, and then I went back up. But everything's on the increase for, so everything's on the increase for muscle mass wise. Everything's on the decline for weight, but now I'm probably going to go back up a little bit, which is fine. And then, of course, my body fat percentage is on, you know, the decline. It's going down. So everything's going in the right direction. I will be very interested to see what a difference in a year makes with going back and looking at when I started this in April, and what my graph will look like next April. The 13th of this month, we will be carnivores for 14 months, and we are still living and going strong, and we feel amazing, and we feel healthy, and we have no desire whatsoever to go back to the standard American diet. So we are going to keep going and progressing and living life. So that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. We do, my husband has a Christmas party for his work tonight, so I do have to get off really soon so I can get this video edited and posted. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys next week. And like always, don't forget to hit that like button, check out that join button, make sure you guys subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.